September 6, 6 days into September, 나 $13,000 맥혔어.
진짜?
It hit my bank account.
13,000?
13,000. 진짜 있어 여기.
13,000 어떻게 매겼어?
13,000불이네?
Getting back to my parents after what just like that's like 10 me going.
진짜?
Get thankless so I had like there's no way I could.
It's May 19th, 2025. I'm doing the best right now. Had a lot of things that I wanted to get done so far, but not a lot's been happening no matter how hard I've tried. But I still have faith in myself, and I know that the Lord has plans for me. So even when I do feel like my progress has, like I've been going nowhere, I know that every single mistake, every single time like this is a lesson. I'm gonna look back on this video, and I promise you, man, when I look back on this video, I'm gonna know that my prayer has been answered, bro. But one thing I'm never gonna do, right? Even when I feel like this, even when I feel like the absolute lowest that you can possibly feel, I'm never, ever, 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 ever going to give up, bro. Never, ever. It can get 10 times worse from here, and I promise you I'm too deep in. I'm never giving up, bro. So you can throw whatever you want at me. I got God on my side. I know the universe has to bend to me at some point if I keep trying. So just gonna put on the strength that my God and Savior, my Lord and Savior, has given me, and I'm gonna push through everything that the devil, that Satan tries to throw at me. And I promise you, with the Lord's strength and with my faith in Him and my belief that He has a plan for me, and just to live out my daily life, because His plan is already predestined, right? And I know what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be a moment I'm gonna look back on. It's just be another testimony to my faith and to my Lord Jesus. So I know it's a really, really hard time right now, Alex, but just keep praying, keep trusting the process, and keep working. And I promise you, that ounce of faith that you have is going to take you miles, bro. May 19th, 2025.
All right, well, I just want to show you guys that I'm not lying when I say I was there 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, not even a full 5 months ago. I was in the exact same position, wondering if any of this would work out at all. And now I'm literally preparing myself to tell my parents tomorrow when they come up that I hit my first 5-figure month 4 days into the month of September. So pretty crazy how fast things could really switch. And yeah, it's been a long, low key, like, right, a full year and some change of me trying to learn all this shit, and it's really funny because it took me an entire year to learn. Started making money around 2 to 3 months ago, and 2 to 3 months in, I'm able to hit 5 figures. So it really is just the definition of a snowball effect. But yeah, I don't know. I'm low-key nervous. I don't know how they're gonna react when I tell them tomorrow. I'm gonna get their live reaction. We'll probably go out for lunch. Maybe I'll record that, and then I'm gonna try to get them a gift. My dad loves to golf, so I'm gonna tell him whatever, new driver, iron, or whatever he wants to pick out from like a nearby golf store. I'll get it for him. And then my mom, I don't know. My mom's one of the type. She's so selfless. I really don't know what she likes because she focused so much of her time to me and my brother. Like, she's that type of person where I really don't know some that she doesn't wear makeup, she doesn't collect jewelry, she doesn't collect clothes. All of her money, my dad's money, predominantly went to me and my brother. Like, and I think this is such a full circle moment for me as a son, as a first child, as an older brother, as their oldest kid. And at 19, it's just such a blessing for me to finally give back just a little bit. Damn, y'all can see my big ass forehead. Just a little bit of what they've given me my entire life. So yeah, low-key nervous because I'm thinking of it like that. If you guys saw from an outside perspective, maybe you guys would probably assume that I'm excited. Obviously, I'm excited to tell them, but it's also just super emotional. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, this is 1 month where I've hit 5 figures. I have to start doing this consistently to actually see whether I can, like I can actually take care of my parents at a very, very young age. But this is we're off to a pretty solid start, man. 19, no degree yet, nothing, just a fucking laptop and a PC, bro. And I've been able to hit my goals. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Alright, it is September 6th, and it's around like, I think it's like 50 a.m. Parents said that they'd be here around 11 a.m., so I guess today's the day. And yeah, I guess just get ready until they get here, but pretty nice-ish day in Austin. Yeah. Alright, well I just rotted for like a straight hour in bed, just doom scrolling. Now I'm about to go take a shower. Today's Saturday, so there is college football. But, well, I go to UT and there's a college football game here. It's the first home game, but I didn't end up getting a ticket, so my parents are coming either way. So I won't be able to really watch that. But, yeah, I'm just gonna go take a shower, and my parents said they're running a little bit late, so might go hit the gym after. Or maybe just watch the game on the TV because they're playing in like an hour or two. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, just got out of the shower. I still look like I'm dead because guess what? I haven't done what I need to do yet. If you want to be profitable, follow this exact morning routine. All right, morning routine of a profitable college kid. After you brush your teeth, the next step to become profitable is you don't use any of this shit yet. You go get some ice and ice your face. All right, we got our ice. I just realized how dirty my fucking apartment is, bro. I gotta vacuum or clean or whatever, and I just cleaned it last week, gang. I don't know why it's so dirty, how it got so dirty so fast. All right, now that you wash your face, you're getting closer to being profitable. Next step is to do your skin, and that shit is not gay, gang. I don't think it's gay to fucking take care of your skin, but I'm like, see, my skin is hella shitty, bro, because I went on a bulk literally like last year. I went on a bulk and I was eating like shit, and my skin turned to shit, so I'm trying to save it. My apartment is low-key dirty, so I'm just gonna clean it to pass time until my parents get here. College football is on. UT's playing like 30 minutes. But the real game, Ohio State, which is a team I'm a fan of because I grew up in Ohio. Yes, I was born in Ohio. Plays that too, so yeah, just gonna pass some time by cleaning.
Crazy mental, a SWAT hood hero. Got Johnny Dang mental. She's a new fan. She's slobbing on a pillow. Got chicken wrapped in Nero. She's so gone and she can hear. She don't want to strip no more. Don't want to hit that pole. In my own dog, I get it and go. She don't want to strip no more. Don't want to hit that pole. Get my own.
Alright, this shit here is the real mess, so I'm gonna clean that up. This shit just looks unorganized, so yeah, I'm gonna clean this part up. Looking mad dirty.
See way too many ones. I'm about to throw some honeys. And that old life that you run from, baby girl, keep running. Just pressure with me, sexually. Check my bank account.
Okay, so I just cleaned everything. My parents are still a bit away. I checked the Life 360, so
It's 11:50 a.m. right now, so might as well just do what I used to always do on Saturday mornings, just watch the first game of college football, which I still do now. But so yeah, we're just gonna, I guess, wait until my parents get here. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be obviously recording full cam on my OBS, my camera, but obviously they can't see it because I'm gonna have them walk into my room, stand right here. The mic is going to be pointed towards them so y'all can hear. And obviously I'm gonna minimize the screen. They're, you know, I don't think they're gonna notice if the camera light is on. And then obviously I'm just gonna show them in addition to the payouts here, the funds that were sent, I'm also gonna show them my bank account. Because the thing about like traditional parents who didn't grow up around like internet money or whatever is I have to show them actual proof or else they will not believe me. Yeah, we are low-key still 0-0 and we're going to San Jose State. So we're low-key kind of doing shitty, but the cool thing is you could actually see the stadium from here. But anyways, my parents are coming in like a minute at 4th. They're about to be here in like a minute, so yeah, gonna welcome them, help them bring in whatever they brought me from home, and then yeah, I'll tell them. Oh my god, they're here. They are here right now. They're here right now. 가져왔어?
아빠 왔어. 많이 내가 되게 편해.
Alright, where's Oma?
엄마 안 왔어.
Oma, 빨리 와. Alright.
왜?
Okay, yeah.
왜?
Alright.
아 그러지 마. 왜?
So, what is it? You guys know
야, 좀 배드 뉴스야? 굿 뉴스야?
you'll see. So you guys know that trade 한 거 알잖아.
어. 왜? 아 그러지 마.
like, so you know I'm trying to take it, you know, pretty seriously, and you guys like they're 너무 감사해 because you guys let me do it. A lot of parents I feel like would just turn it down immediately, so very grateful for that. And then I told you guys 원래
그 아저씨 누구야 근데?
this music. I told you guys I do like 10K a month, right? And how many days is it in September so far? It's what's the date? 지금 6잖아, right? September 6th. September 6th, 6 days into September. That $13,000 매겼어. It hit my bank. I can show you right now.
13,000?
13,000. 진대 얘기했어 2 days ago. I'll grab my phone right now. 여기 있어 여기.
13,000 어떻게 매겼어?
13,000불이네?
야, 이걸 잘한 거 맞아?
So I just want to tell you guys because of that. 괜찮아. Because of that, like 오늘도
아 진짜?
아 여기서 하얗네?
이제 okay in English.
나 잉글리시를 못하는데.
Just say in English how you guys what y'all's initial reaction was. I can translate it, but yeah, just speak it to the mic. Just for the
이니셜 리액션 내가 딱 봤을 때 아이가 안
그냥 뭐라 그랬지? Very surprised.
서프라이즈보다는 나는
Impressed.
아니 임프레스보다는
shocked.
It's happened.
It's happened. It's possible.
It's happened. 이게 된다.
어.
근데 진서는 왜 이거를 했을까? Why you?
That's not
I just wanna know why
나 때문에 뭐라고?
to motivate
The only
to
reason
do
why I
this.
started this and trying to make more money is because I thought you guys were super. I thought you guys most. I'm super proud of both of you guys because 아빠 and 엄마 Korea zero English. You the 완전 American dreamer started.
맞아.
And I thought it was kind of selfish for me and Brian to take everything from you guys when you guys have built up. You guys have never had a single thought of like, you guys have always given me and Brian everything, like no second doubt. So 나는 그게 너무
눈물 날 것 같아.
나는 너무 그게 땡겼어. So I had like, there's no way I can live a life without giving back to my parents after what they've given me. So that's why I just like that's why I tend to go.
진짜?
아니 엄마도 있어. Alright guys, so we're out now. Just bought them a place called Burger Bar. We've never tried it before, but yeah, just buying them some lunch right now. So yeah, I'll see y'all in a bit. Alright, well, parents left, I'd say like what? An hour ago. What a beautiful day though, like a beautiful day God allowed me to live and to experience at 19. I don't know, I just couldn't be more grateful and blessed. Obviously, this is not the end all be all. There's a lot more I'm going to learn. There's a lot more things that I have to go through for me to grow as a person, but to already, figure out some things about myself at such an early age, and to see my parents act like that at 19 is sort of inspiring. I don't know if I'm gonna include the entire conversation out with my parents, but my dad admitted that he really wanted, the reason why he specifically was so not lenient but not pushed either, but was okay with me and my brother trying out new things like trading. And I remember one time he said, if you really want to pursue something outside of college, then don't go to college. I remember he said that once, he brought it up again, and my parents got in a little bit of an argument when he said that a couple months ago. But it just shows like their style of parenting, not having that conversation just opened my eyes to me and when I have kids, when I'm a father figure, of really allowing your kids to do what they want to do is so much more valuable than doing what you think is right for them. Because in the years that are going to come, everything's going to change again. Social media is going to be different, the world's going to be different, status is going to be different, everything's going to be different. So the way our kids are going to grow up in life is going to be completely different to the way I grew up as well. So I'm going to be as open-minded as my father and my mother was, and by doing that, I feel like it's the best way to parent. So it was a great conversation we had. Super blessed, beyond grateful to have that conversation at an early age, and having those types of conversation, I feel like also just matures you a lot faster as a person. I just couldn't thank God enough, and myself honestly for sticking through it, even though I know, Alex, so many times you thought about quitting, so many times you doubted yourself, but yeah, I mean, here we are.
Just get me close to God. We don't pray for love, we just pray for cause. House so empty, need a centerpiece. 20 racks of table cut from ebony. Cut that ivory into skinny pieces. Then she clean up with her face, man, I love my baby. You talking money, need a hearing aid. You talking about me, I don't see the shade. Switch on my side, I take any lane. I switch on my core if I kill any pain. Look what you done.
Alright, well, what a day. Probably one of the most memorable days I'll probably have in my life. Super grateful. Like, I know I keep saying that, but I can't stress it enough. Like, actually how humbled I am to be able to experience this, because I'm always going to be, I'm always going to stay humble, because I know exactly what it's like. I just showed you guys, I know exactly what it's like to dream of a moment like this. Ever since I started trying, not even trading, trying to make money online, I always dreamed of a moment like this. Now, obviously, this isn't the end goal. I'm going to treat this as a milestone. And so I've always dreamed of a milestone like this, bro. And I dead ass remember like thinking all the people that posted on social media talk about X amount of money they made or retiring their parents. Like, I really thought that was just for a different type of person. Like, I just thought I was made to watch people do that. I just thought I was the consumer and I was never going to be the producer. But once you actually take initiative and try, and you really put actual effort into it, not trying for a month, not trying for 6 months, or maybe not even a year, right? Like, consistently year after year, trying. There's no way ever you're going to fail at anything. And I think that's what people say when they say anything is possible. It's just a matter of how consistent you're willing to be. And setting aside the aspect of money, like just anything in life, I think the reason why I kept going was because I was so confident that all of this would eventually work out. But the main reason why I was so confident that it would work out, the main reason why I was so sure that, like, I almost felt guaranteed that if I put in a certain amount of consistency that the results would show was this one point in my life. I think this, honestly, I feel like is where consistency was actually proven to me, that staying consistent actually works. Like this one moment in my life earlier on as a kid, I think really showed it to me. And that was when I was in like 4th grade. So I was in, I think, 3rd or 4th grade, right? And I grew up playing a decent amount of sports, actually a wide variety of sports. And in 4th, like elementary school, I guess, I would play a lot of basketball. And I tried out for a draft basketball team, so like a semi-competitive basketball league, and I got in, right, and I got picked, but I had a really, really good tryout. I just performed really well there at the tryouts, and obviously I knew myself that on average I wouldn't, have that type of performance. Mind you, this was like 3rd, 4th grade, okay? And already me, I don't have the most athletic basketball build. I'm not 6'6", 180 lean with a, 10-foot wingspan and a 40-inch vert, right? I'm not that type of person. And so in order to even get on the team in the first place, I remember I had to try really hard, like I said, at the tryouts to even have a spot there. And so when it came to the practices, right, because my basketball team in 3rd or 4th grade, there's people on that team right now that I know played throughout middle school, throughout high school, and 1 or 2 of them I think are even playing in college. And so it was a pretty stacked team, I remember. And I was on that team, right, like a short, chubby Asian kid who just outperformed in the tryouts one day and got picked. And that's how I kind of felt. And so I wasn't as confident. The practices, I was obviously probably the worst player there. And they were all super, super nice to me, right? They were all super nice to me, like, because I'm their teammate. But I feel like that just made things so much worse. Like, I hated pity. I hated people when they pitied me, when they just, I just hated that shit, bro. And I felt trapped because I was bad. And I remember like just missing layups, just not being able to do good in games at all. I'm just watching my teammates literally drain threes at like in like 4th grade. I'm like, what the fuck, like bro, how? And so it was that kind of season for me. And my dad, right, like one day my dad, I don't know what conversation we were having, but I remember the exact place I was in. I was tying my shoe in front of the garage door to go to basketball practice. My parents were both eating dinner. My dad was eating, my mom was eating dinner. And they were like 10 feet away from me. Like I was in front of the garage door. They were at the dinner table. And I remember having a conversation, and I just started breaking down crying when I was tying my shoe to get ready for basketball. And I don't remember what conversation or what led me to cry, but I remember the reason why I cried was because I hated being bad. Like, that was the main reason. I remember that feeling was because I sucked so bad and my teammates were so good. I hated that feeling, bro. I hated just being bad, being the person that was bad at something, being known as the worst teammate. That shit was, like, I remember at the ripe age of, like, in 3rd grade, I don't know how, like, 9 years old, I just hated the feeling of being the worst at something. And I think from that point, right, we literally built not a homemade basketball court, but like we bought concrete. We bought like blocks of concrete, and we shoveled the dirt. I still have this at my home in my backyard. We shoveled the grass like out of the little rectangle that we were going to put the concrete over. We shoveled the grass out, right? Like we dug, and we literally dug like a like pretty big hole so we could put concrete over it, because my entire backyard was grass. We bought concrete, sand or whatever, filled it up, put the concrete over it, and we built a court. We bought a basketball hoop, not like a court. We bought a basketball hoop, just like a single basketball hoop, and we had a small rectangular space made of concrete for me to practice on. And I remember from as soon, like before we even bought the basketball hoop, because the basketball hoop came after we built the concrete. When we had just the concrete, I remember I would take my basketball at night and I would practice my handles, because I can't do anything else. I don't have a hoop yet, so I just had a slab of concrete in my backyard. I would take my basketball and I would consistently just practice my handles, practice dribbling, literally at night. I remember I remember after dinner, I would just take my basketball out and I just practice. And this was after the season ended. Because I just hated being so bad, right? And this is the first moment in my life where I realized that staying consistent at something, right? I actually stayed consistent. I tried every single day working on my handles, and eventually when the hoop came in, shooting, right? I tried so hard because the next season I wanted to try out. I wanted to show them, the people who knew me as the bad basketball player, to see me and to know that I actually improved. And so obviously through practice and through literally every single night after dinner, through practicing, just me at like 9 years old, just hand practicing between the legs, behind the backs, crossover, just going back and forth, like on that little small slab of the concrete area, I eventually got better. But the thing is, I didn't really know that. I didn't, feel the progress, but I knew slightly because I would stop losing the ball when I would dribble. I'd start making a few more shots. I felt more confident. That's how I knew. And then when tryouts came along, guess what happened? I made it. I made we called it the draft team again, and I didn't have like an exceptionally good season, right? I didn't turn into fucking Steph Curry, but I had a better season than before. And I think that that example, as far as I can remember, is the first time where I felt, damn, like working hard actually works. I know that's a super random example, but that in my life is just the first time where I trusted consistency, where consistency proved itself to me that it was worth it, where putting in work was worth it, right? No, like feeling so bad that you have to improve on something, where you have no other choice but to put in the work and stay consistent. Something like that, actually worked in the long run. So that, I feel like, branched and put a very, very strong foundation for me as a person, to my character, because from that moment on, I always believed that as long as you put the work in, you're going to see the results. And guess what? It translates 10 years later, however long it's been, to today, where I made my first 5 figures in a month, 4 days into September. So yeah, I just want to share that with you guys, that I don't want to just come out here and say, oh, work hard and you're going to be able to get in the same position. I want to show you guys an actual, raw, real example, something that happened in my life, just to give you guys a sort of a more emotional connection and something to trust in, rather than just giving you guys a lump of shit and saying just work hard, because everyone says that. Everyone fucking says that. And when I heard that shit when I was trying to make money, that kind of pissed me off, because I heard that 10 million times. So I want to give you guys an actual example, so you guys can actually, if you guys don't think, it's guaranteed, if you guys think that it's just for people who get lucky, it's not. People who got lucky, they made their own luck. You can consider themselves lucky, but they made their own luck by working hard. The harder you work, the more luck you can get, I think, in my opinion. So even if they did get lucky, they got lucky because they put the work in. So yeah, that's just something I want to say. But super, super blessed to be able to be in this position. And yeah, never, ever, like, this is going to sound super cliche, but never let anyone, like your friends, family, even your friends, family, peers, whoever right, tell you that something isn't possible. I think I did a pretty good job mitigating that, because I didn't tell anyone that I traded, so I didn't have as much noise in the back of my head. But if you trust yourself as a person that you're going to get something done, it's going to get done. Like, I mean, what else is there to it? When times were, when I was consistently losing, I would just simplify everything down to just myself. I had a lot of things running in my mind. I had a lot of problems, like, what if, my parents see my bank account going down? What if, I'm so, like, I don't even want to go out with my friends. Like, I'm losing money. There's no point. I need to work on this. I need to work on trading. What if it doesn't work out? What if it takes years, right? Like, what if, I see everybody on social media posting their wins? Why am I not winning? All that shit is going to go through your mind. The best thing to do when that happens, right, is pray to God, right? Pray, ask him to calm you down, ask him to lend you, like, his hand, right? Always lean on him, because no one else knows what you're going through other than yourself and him. So the first thing you're gonna do is lean on him. Like, he's there for a reason. The second thing you're gonna do is talk to yourself, dumb it down, simplify it. You're your own person. Ask yourself, do you think this is gonna work out? Do you believe that it's gonna work out? If the answer is yes, that's literally all you need. You don't need any of the other outside noise. Whenever you get worried, whenever you get stressed, ask God for help, and then ask yourself that question: do you think that this is gonna work? If the answer is yes, it's going to work. And so simplify it down whenever you guys are, or if you guys are going through a rough patch in y'all's journey. But yeah, it was super fun today just making this video. I'm sorry I didn't get a lot of footage with them after. It was pretty hectic, I'm not gonna lie. After we got lunch, we had to get groceries and then got some clothes. And yeah, and then kind of came back, and then they left, and then I hit the workout. And now I'm back finishing this video. So yeah, I don't think there's a lot more that I have to cover. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really know how to end a video like this, but I don't think I'm gonna have like an outro. But I guess it's the outro. But yeah, next week, I feel like it's been like a week of just taking this in, but next week we're back to work. Trade recaps are gonna come back, and I'm gonna make videos on. I kind of have like a new concept, I guess, not a new concept, but something that's been really working really well with my model. So I'm gonna post a video on that. I think that really elevated my trading. I'm gonna post something about that, get back to work, and hopefully in a week or 2 or 3 or 4, however long it takes, we're able to take another 10K payout. So yeah, as always, guys, as freaking always gonna bless y'all. God blesses y'all as well. I appreciate you guys for watching. What a great day, man. What a great day. I'm so blessed and grateful to be alive and be able to experience this, the epitome of life, working hard to get something that you want. And I promise you guys, I beg you guys, right? I beg you guys, whatever you guys are doing in life, whatever you guys want to do in life, please go for it. No matter how niche it may be, no matter how different it may be, no matter how hard it may seem, I promise you guys it's worth it. If you guys can just promise me that you'll stay consistent, promise me that even through the worst times in your life, if you just push yourself one more day, right? Who knows? The next day could be the day it works out. Who knows, right? Who knows? And whenever it gets hard, just promise you guys will lean on the Lord, because I promise you He'll help you. I wouldn't be here today without Him. So yeah, God bless you guys. I thank you guys for all the support I've been getting recently, and we're gonna grow, man. We're gonna grow. I love you guys, and have a very safe rest of y'all's night.